Okay, so for our practice, we are going to start out doing easy flow, and we're going to actually turn and go wide with the legs. So I'll show you. We'll go like this. I didn't feed my dog, so she might end up bothering me in the middle of the class. So we come to the mat and we open our feet wide. Okay. And then we're going to open the arms. And I want you to turn your toes out. Good. And then lift up. And then from there, we're going to drop down to the right side. And then lift up. And then go to the other side. Nice and slow. And our intention is to move with flow and to move with ease. So if you are noticing that you're struggling at all, ease up from that. We're not pushing through our practice with intensity tonight. We're making sure that we're moving with ease. There is a flow, a rhythm. And then come on, go to the other side. And up, good. And we're gonna rotate to the right side and then lift up. So rotate to your right and lift, and then release down. Step back into plank, lower, and then lift up Ujjanasana. Push back, down dog. That same leg that stepped back now steps forward. Drop your heel, come back into warrior one. And then open up. Inhale up. Good, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Good, and pause. Take a moment here. Good, opening up. And now we go to the other side. Warrior one on the other side. Warrior one. We're gonna take a pause here and there. So now you turn to the left. Turn to the left. Good. And then we drop down. Step back, plank. Modify to the knees if you need to and lower. Lift up Ujjanasana. And then press back. Adho Mukha Savasana. So the same leg that stepped back now steps forward. Drop your back heel and come up. Warrior one. And then open up, facing the center. Inhale. And then exhale, hands come to the heart. Take your thumbs right to the heart and pause. Good, pause. Good. So I'm going to turn and face this way. So we're all doing it in the same direction because you guys got a little bit lost there. Open up. Bring the hands back down and then we turn to the right. Reach up, warrior one. Pause there. Good, then come down. Step back, plank. Lower, modify if you need to. Lift up cobra. Take it back, down dog. And then that right leg steps forward, drop your back heel, come back up. And then opening to the side. Inhale, doing a little squat. Exhale, you're gonna pause with the thumbs connecting right to the heart. Good, and then inhale up again. Exhale down, and then we move to the left. Reach, warrior one. Pause there. Come down, step back into plank. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up Ujjanasana and take it back, down dog. And then the left leg now steps forward. Drop your back heel, come up into warrior one. And then lift wide with your legs. Inhale up. And then exhale, pause, thumbs right to the heart. Good. Pause there. Even out your breath. Come into one-to-one breath. So you guys can see me better. I'll put this down. Okay, so same thing. Inhale up, turn and face the right. Go into warrior one. Exhale down. We are doing an add-on. Step back, plank. Lower. Lift. Press back, down dog. Right leg steps forward, but now we open up the hip and swing up, warrior four. And then dropping into Parsvakonasana modified. Then lift, reach, hands come together, down, come back up. And then hands connecting right there to the heart, thumbs to the heart. Moving to the left, inhale up, warrior one. Release down. Step back into plank, lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. Press back, Adho Mukha Savasana. And then that left leg steps forward and we open the hips, scoop up with the left arm, warrior four, turn your head, look up. Release down, Parsvakonasana. Reach the arms up. Come down into a squat. Lift. And then pause, thumbs to the heart. Okay, inhale up to the right side, warrior one. Exhale down, step back, plank, modify to the knees, lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Right leg steps forward, open up the hips, warrior four, reach. Parsvakonasana, modified, or this time, see if you can drop a little deeper. It's fine, whichever you choose to do. And then inhale up, exhale down, scoot back up. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Pause. Ease in the breath. Moving to the left side, inhale up, warrior one. Release down, step back into plank. Lower, lift, press back, down dog. And stepping that left leg forward. Scooping up, open up, warrior four, reach. Then lowering, Parsvakonasana. And again, you can modify up here, or you can go a little deeper using a block or hand to the floor. Then coming back up, dropping into a squat. Inhale up. And exhale, thumbs to the heart. Good. Releasing the right arm. So you're going to release the right arm. So you're here, you're going to release the right arm and it opens up to the side, turning your foot. So now you're setting up for Trikonasana. You're going to reach, drop the other arm down, and then lower. Trikonasana, hold. Hold it there. Line up your torso, you guys. Line up your torso. You're lining up with the front leg. Nice. The arm, make sure that it's not dropping to the back. Comes up a little bit more. So you're here in Trikonasana, and then you're going to lift up, scoop around, lift with the left arm. So you go from this position, then that arm comes up, and you turn. And now your hips go square. Lift up, inhale, exhale, release down. Inhale up. So I'm placing my other hand at my sacrum, and exhale down. Inhale up, we stay with that flow. Exhale down, two more. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. And exhale. And you're going to hold it here hand goes to the shin, or you can use a block. So if you're using a block, that block is going to go right next to the foot and you're holding it here. We are keeping the hips square and dropping the head down. This is going to turn into Parvarita Trikonasana, not this time. Dropping the head down. Then bending that knee, coming back up into warrior one. Straighten the leg, the hands come into the heart. And then we reach out into Virabhadrasana 3. Open up. Lift that back leg, then lower, and then release. Open up into warrior 4, and then release the arm, lift up. Then the hands go to the heart. So now you go to the heart. Good. Now you drop the left arm, turn your toes, lift up, straight legs, you guys. Then release the back arm. You're going to go right into Trikonasana and the other arm goes up. Lengthen. We're holding it here for a little bit. Balance out your breath. You line up the torso with the front leg. Okay. Watch your head. If you get tweaky neck, if you get tweaky in your neck, turn your head and look down. No problem. You can definitely modify with a block, no problem. That hand goes on the baby toe side of the foot. Keep the torso lined up with the front leg, straight legs, you guys. Draw your navel in, get hollow in your belly. Then lift up, lift up. That left hand goes to the sacrum and then you drop the right hand and it turns and faces the front. Now you turn your hips, square your hips. So you might have to turn, step that right foot out. Lift up and then release down. Go right over that left leg and then up and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. And you hold it right here, or your hand can go onto a block. Release your head. If you want to drop the other arm, that's fine. It's really up to you. Release your head. Good, then bending that knee, we're going to come up into warrior 1. Come up into warrior 1. Drop the hands to the heart. And then we reach out, Virabhadrasana 3. Lift. Then lowering, releasing, opening up into warrior 4. Then lifting back up. Good. We're going to turn and face the side and release. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart and pause there. Pause. Okay, you're pausing. Even out your breath. Slow everything down. Ease in the breath. Good. And then we drop that right arm, turning that right foot. We're going to go through that one more time. This time we're going to add Chaturanga Dandasana, which I'll show you here. We're going to do in a second. Open out. Swinging that arm around. We're going to lift, turn and face the side, reach up. Good. Exhale, we're going to go down all the way to the floor. Here's where we're going to add our Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Lift, back down dog. And then we step the right leg forward. Slide your block right in. And then I'll open up for Parvarita Trikonasana. Swinging the arm around, now bending that right knee, come up into warrior one. And then we go from warrior one, reach forward, Virabhadrasana 3. Then release down, open up, warrior 4. Lift, turning your feet parallel. We have an add-on here. Inhale up. And then exhale, 2 fingers are going to drop down as we turn our toes in towards each other and you release your head down. So you're holding that wide-legged forward fold, which is very reducing for Pitta. It's very reducing for Pitta. Good. Drop your head, you guys. Relax your head. A little bit more, relax your head. You can go a little wider with your legs if you need to, that's fine. Yeah, and then slightly turn your toes in, pigeon-toed. That works really well. Then from there, releasing your toes, inhale up with the arms. Turn your heels in. And then exhale, you're going to pause with the thumbs going to the heart. Pause. Hold it there. Ease in the breath. So we are pausing, taking the time to make sure that we are moving through our practice with ease. That's our intention, bringing ease into the body. We want to diffuse any heat. We want to diffuse the imbalance that might be there in the body, any pressure. Good. Then dropping the left arm, inhale up. Turning that left foot, exhale, release the other arm, and we lower into Trikonasana. You can use a block, no problem. Right there. And then lifting up from there. Good, we're gonna turn, drop down, and here's where we go down. Lower from plank, lift up, Bhujanasana, press back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Belly in, you guys, draw your navel and get hollow. Then stepping that left leg forward again, drop your back heel, and we go right into Parvarita Trikonasana. Open up. Then swinging that arm around, we go up into warrior one, reach. We go from warrior one into warrior three, balancing warrior, lift. Then lowering into warrior four, open up. Good. And then from there, lift. Wide leg. Turn your toes in. And this time we're going to release our arms behind us. So we turn the toes in, interlace your fingers, and drop forward. Wide-legged pose again, but this time the arms are behind us. Even out your breath. Good. Relax your head. So this pose, we're holding it here for just a little bit longer. This pose helps reduce tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Okay. And then we release the arms. Hands go to the waist and then lift up. Good. Inhale up with the arms. Exhale, the hands go to the heart, and we take a moment here and pause. Even out your breath. Ease. Relaxation. Opening up the arms and turning to the right for warrior two. Looking down that middle right finger. Reaching up into warrior four. Releasing down, and we step back into plank. Lower, all the way down, modify to the knees if you need to. Then lift up Bhujanasana. Press back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Picking up your right leg, step forward. Drop your back heel. We're going to hold it here and then lift up. Now I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see what we're doing. You're going to release your arms behind you, and then the knuckles come together. Or you move your fingers together into prayer on the back, and then see if you can wiggle those hands up the back. This is so amazing for releasing tension out of the upper back. But you do need to move your shoulders back. So do not go into a rounded shoulder position. Open the chest, move the shoulders back, keep the lower ribs back. Push your elbows back, and then fold right over that leg. Relax your head. Fold over the leg and relax your head. Perfect. So this also helps with the wrist, the forearm. So if you've got carpal tunnel, any of that kind of stuff going on, it will help you. And then releasing from there, slowly, slowly coming up. Release your arms. Inhale up. And then exhale, we fold right over again. Drop both hands on either side of the foot or to the shin. Pause there, take a couple breaths. Then you're going to release the left hand to a block or to the floor on the big toe side of the foot or the baby toe side. And we go back into Parivrtta Trikonasana. Open up. Releasing that arm. Come back up. Turn and go wide leg, go wide. Turn your toes in, either pigeon-toed or parallel. And then we release. And the hands come to the center, bend the elbow, but walk your hands back so they line up with the heel of your foot. So you can go wider with your legs if you need to. Bend those elbows. Relax your head, let it go. Good. Then coming out a little wider, so you extend your spine, pull your heels in, bend your knees, and come up. And then open up to the left side, warrior two, hold. Then lifting up, we're going to turn and drop down. Go into a forward fold. Come back up. Good. And release your arms back behind you. Again, so we go fists here or fingertips together. We're going to walk up the spine. Okay, with the hands, heels together, press your elbows away. Lift your heart and then fold right over that leg. Relax. Relax your head. And then slowly, slowly lifting up, releasing your arms. Inhale up. And then exhale all the way down. We're going to hold it here in a fold. But then we go back into Parvarita Trikonasana. So your right hand then goes to a block either on the big toe side or the baby toe side of the foot. We keep those hips nice and square and then open up. And swinging the arm around, come back up. And then we turn and go wide-legged again. Go wide. Good. Now, this time when we go wide, we actually keep our toes turned out. Okay. And then your arms are going to drop down and you're going to hook them on either side of the leg. So you're right here above the knee on the thigh. And drop. So I'm bringing my hands together, drop your butt, open it up. And then lift up, open up your arms, turn your toes in, heels out, drop down, 2 fingers around the big toe and release. And then inhale, come back up, turn your heels in again. Exhale, we drop the hands to the heart, we go into a squat. Drop. Good. See if you can drop lower, keep your hands together, push out. Drop the butt, go wider, drop lower this time. And then come back up. Good, turning your heels out again. We're gonna drop down. Now this time I want you to use a block for your head unless you're able to get the very top of your head to the ground. Otherwise, you use a block. So the top of the head goes to the block. Elbows bend. 90-degree angle here. Okay, you can lower the block, that's no problem. Just go a little wider with your legs if you need to. Okay, if you can get the head, the crown of the head on the ground with no block, that's not a problem, just do it. Good, and then we release. And now we're gonna just walk our hands right over to the right foot. Go into a half lunge and then lower onto the elbows. You can use a block for that, no problem. Relax your head, even out your breath, ease. We're diffusing pressure, diffusing heat. All right, and then we are going to release back. So I'm pulling my back knee in, and I'm gonna sit on the right side of the left foot, flat. So here's what it looks like. Completely flat. My pelvis is even. If you are teetering to the side, you either need to grab a blanket and throw it underneath the right glute, or you can use a block. Okay. The other thing that you can do, there is a trick. So if you're here, you're kind of teetering a little bit, all you have to do is pick yourself up and move to the right a little bit more. Sometimes that just flattens you right out. If you are on a block or a blanket, pay attention to what's happening with your hip, adjust it so that it is level, go forward then. Reach. Okay. Reach forward. Relax your head. Half hero pose. Ardha Virasana. Good. And now we're going to lay back. So if you're on a blanket, you can probably use one of your blocks and go back. Or if you have your bolster close by, you can just release. So I've got 2 blocks here. I'm on a blanket. So I can go back with my elbows onto my blocks. And that's pretty darn comfortable. Not a problem. Or I can use my bolster, okay, which is over there. But if you're flat, if you're on the ground and you're completely flat, you can go back further. You could start out on the elbows and then maybe reduce or lower all the way down. Oops, I hit another block. All the way down. Flatten out the pelvis. So if you're laying flat, you can pull your foot in, kind of move your hip. Sacrum needs to be flat. And then you lower that leg. And then soften here. So even if you're up on your elbows, you're still relaxing, softening the face. Reducing pressure, reducing intensity, diffusing it. All right. Heel of the hand on the left hand pushes into the heel of that left foot. And we come up. Okay, right foot comes in. Flat foot. Lift up and then twist. Twist to the right. Good, and then we extend that leg forward, lift up, go all the way forward. Good. Come back into a high lunge. And then rotate back to the center. Rotate back to the center, pause, even out your hips. And now we go to the left leg. You just keep rotating and you drop back down into a half lunge. Again, you go onto the forearms. You can use a block if you would like. Relax your head. Good, and then from there, lifting up, and we shift back, right? We go into that half hero pose, all the way back. You move your hips to the left side of the right foot. You're going to use a block or a blanket if you cannot get the hips level, or move the hips, just lift yourself up, move them a little more to the left. Sometimes that helps. Or you grab a blanket, throw it right under. That helps too, okay? Just do what works for you. This is your practice. Okay, and then we go forward. So you reach for that extended leg. All right, and then from there, lift up, and now we go back. So when you go back, you can go back. If you're on a blanket or a block, you go back onto your bolster or your blocks. And if you could go further and you're not on a blanket, then you can go all the way flat. And relax. Good, and then from there, that right hand, heel of the hand pushes into the heel of your foot, lift up, come up. And then that left foot comes in, foot is flat, lift up tall, and then twist. Good. And then from there, we're going to actually lean to the left. So straighten out your leg, lean to the left, pull your right foot out. Okay. Straight leg. Pull your flesh away. Come up on a blanket if you need to. Lift. Draw your navel in and then reach forward. Relax your head. Forward folding is very, very calming for Pitta and Vata both. Very supportive for both. Diffuses and stabilizes. Diffuses for Pitta, stabilizes for Vata. Good, then we bring our feet in. Hands gonna go back behind us just as a counter posture. We're gonna go into tabletop. So flat feet, and then lift up. Look down the midline of your body. Keep lifting up. And then we release down. Go back onto your blanket, and now you go wide-legged. So I'm going to turn so you can see. So we go wide-legged. Open up to the right side. And then lift and go to the left side. And then lift, and we're going to turn the torso towards that knee and lower. And then lift, and we go to the other side. Again, the whole torso turns and lower. And then we drop to the front. You can use a block and lower. Good, and then slowly, slowly lifting up. We're going to take it onto our back. Moving towards Shavasana here. Go onto your back. Doing a bridge as a counter posture for all the forward folding. So push up. Make sure that your fingertips are at your heels. Push. And then lower. Opening up your arms to the side. Draw the knees in and take them to the right. Look to the left. And then lifting those legs up and going to the other side. So the knees go to the left and you look to the right. Good, and then from there, bring your feet together. So bottom of your feet comes together, lower. So Supta Baddha Konasana, your hands can go on the thighs. Relax and soften. Then the knees come together. And then from there, we're going to lengthen out the legs and set ourselves up for Shavasana. So if you have something that you can put underneath your knees, maybe your blanket or your bolster, grab that. Go ahead and place it under the knees. If you're feeling a little cold tonight, you can cover yourself up. I doubt it though, pretty warm. Hands are going to rest at the hip and thigh, upper thigh, palms up. Relax. Shoulder blades underneath you. And then cover your eyes with an eye pillow, a dark cloth, an eye mask. Also very diffusing for pitta, for heat, excessive heat. So we close those eyes and we can reduce stimulation in our sight. That's where we bring light in, which is connected to the fire element. So we pacify, bringing stillness into the body, slowing down the breath, letting that breath become calm, subtle, quiet. And eventually the mind moves into that stillness, that calm. The longer you lay in Shavasana, it just naturally happens. Taking a little longer Shavasana tonight. Feel that sense of ease moving through the body, a sense of relaxation or a wave that moves over the body, through the body, into the body, touching and connecting with all of your muscles, your organs, your tissues, connecting with every cell in the body. You begin to feel a sense of calm throughout the body. Good, and then begin to deepen your breath. Bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Very slowly roll to your right side and take a moment there. Take your time. We're bringing that ease. We're reinforcing ease. Then bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Hands come together and connecting your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes. Just bring some awareness into the body, into the mind. Notice the effects of your practice, that you're able to reduce pressure, diffuse it, allow it to release. That you bring in a sense of peace and calm and centeredness, and you begin to feel more balanced. And you can take that with you into the rest of the evening, into your sleep, that sense of ease. And let that be your mode, you guys. Let it be your mode. And may you have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Bye, you guys.
Thank you, Marie.